On today's show, we're gonna make some homemade pizza. We're gonna do our own sauce, our own dough for our pizza crust. We're gonna make our own mozzarella and pepperoni. No, we're not. I'm sorry. we are gonna make our own sauce and our own dough for the crust, but not the pepperoni and the cheese. No, that'd be kind of neat though, wouldn't it? Hey, welcome to Gourmet Fishing. I'm your host, David Murray. We've got what we need to get started on our sauce. So hey, let's go ahead and get started on our homemade pizza right now. Let's go ahead and get started on our homemade pizza sauce. We got all the ingredients we need right here. We got a couple of 15-ounce cans of tomato sauce. We got a little bit of tomato soup. How about that? A can of tomato soup. We got a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. We got a cup of water right over here. We've got a tablespoon of dried parsley. All these are obviously dried herbs and spices, but right here we've got some dried thyme, some dried basil, we got some granulated onion, some cayenne pepper. Right over here we've got some granulated garlic. We got a little bit of Italian seasoning, some pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, you can use whatever salt you want. That just kind of stands out a little better, and I had it. And right over here we've got some dried oregano. Hey, for the quantities, you can go to the website and download the recipe, gourmetfishing.com. But I tell you what, I think that covered everything for our sauce. And I am going to come back and add just a little bit of sugar. Anytime I cook anything with tomato, I like to add a little bit of sugar in there. It just, I don't know, kind of cuts a little bit of the acidity out of it. So I tell you what, let's go ahead. Let's see, we're on about a medium. I'm going to add more water to this thing to kind of cool it down a little bit. Wasn't that bad. I guess I need to heat it up some. Anyway, all we're going to do is we're going to add everything into the pot and take it from there. So there we go. There is can number 1 of our tomato sauce, and here goes can number 2, just like that. Get rid of you in a minute. Our tomato soup. Now, real quick, what we can do, we did the 5 basic mother sauces a while back. You know, we had 5 little short videos on each one of those, and one of the sauces is a tomato sauce, or a sauce Tomat, which work perfect for this because it already has some other nice flavors built into it. So, hey, you know, somewhere around here or the website, go check out that sauce Tomat or the tomato sauce mother sauce video we did. So there we are. We've got these out of the way. Now I'm going to come in and we've got ourselves 6 ounces of our, oh no, well, at least it's not too hot. We got now 6 ounces of our tomato paste. You know what? Off you go that way. Now I'm going to come in with our spices and our herbs, just like that. That was our parsley, and then here goes all of our other little yummies that we discussed a second ago. Yes, sir. Now I'm going to come in with a whisk, and we're going to come in and just kind of combine this up. Be careful at first. You know, we're trying to get that tomato paste kind of broken up a little bit, so we're going to come and just give it a gentle, vigorous, I don't know if that, anyway, whisk away to break that up, just like so. Yes, sirree. Voila. Oh man, I tell you what, that is almost combined. I don't see anything really kind of thick and globby in there, so I believe we've got our tomato paste combined throughout. There's a little bit on the end of that. Now we'll take care of that here in a minute as we begin to cook this down. Now I said we can add a little bit of sugar. Got about a tablespoon of sugar, just like so. Put you back, and then we're gonna come in here and combine that all together. So, man, how about that? What did it take? I don't know, 2 minutes to combine everything together and get it into a nice sauce form that we can use for our pizza. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this up to where it just begins to bubble and boil. Then I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, and then we're gonna cook that down for about 2 hours, so it gets nice and thick and all those flavors kind of sort of come together. And we will be stirring this on and off just to make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom. Oh man, I tell you what, that is looking good. And I tell you right now, it smells pretty daggone good too. But it started to boil a second ago, so I kind of sort of turned the heat down. I'm on, I'd say a medium low right now. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Nothing, let's see here. Yeah, nope, everything's doing fine. Just don't want to make sure that it does not stick and begin to burn. That would not be good for us. So we are in our 2-hour cook down, our 2-hour simmer process to bring all the flavors together in our sauce. So you know what, we're gonna have it take about 35 minutes or so for our dough to come together. We're gonna knead it out, and then we'll roll it into a couple little small round balls of goodness dough, and then we'll let that rise for about 30 minutes. So I tell you what, why don't we go ahead, yes, and get started. What do we have here? Well, we got some water that should be at about 100, that's about 105 degrees. That's not too bad. But anyway, 110 is kind of what you're looking to do. And then we've got right here, we've got some sugar and some yeast. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna add that. We're gonna get our yeast to activate. Let me grab a little spoon, and we're going to just mix this up. Turn into a little bit of a milky water, and I'm starting to hear a little noise over here. Anyway, so we're gonna let this sit just like that for about 5, 6, 8 minutes. And when it begins to get a little frothy and begins to come alive, then we'll take that and put it into actually these two ingredients here, which is, hold on. Okay, we're starting to move. I'm gonna turn that down just a tad. Let's see, here we go. What we've got here, between these two, we've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna take this little guy and set it right there, but right here, we're gonna add 1 3/4 cups of the flour and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That right there is our dough, other than this thing right here. Now I'm gonna come in, let's see here, I'm going to dry this off. We're just gonna sort of mix our dough and salt, kind of, sort of. Look at that, made a mess. I was wondering when that was gonna happen, and it just did. But anyway, we're gonna kind of mix that up to combine and get ready to have fun with the yeast. And right here, we got 1/4 cup. So when we begin to roll this out and to knead it, it may get a little sticky, and we'll have a little bit of flour to kind of sort of pull it all back together. But right now, hey, you know what? There's a little bit of activity going on there. But I tell you, we got about another 5 minutes before this is ready to play with the flour. Oh yeah, oh, check that out, yum. Oh man, check that out right there, starting to do a little bit of the bubbling. I'm gonna turn that down to about low. This is kind of where I want it. I want it to kind of, I brought it to a boil, took it back down, and now we're kind of at that point where we're just getting a little bit of the bubbles. And again, what we want to do is just kind of sort of come in here and just give it a nice stir, just to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of our pan. Hopefully there we go, okay. Yes, nothing on the floor, which is amazing. So anyway, we're gonna let you sit right here, but hey, check this out right here. Oh yeah, we're getting that little bit of foam. Hey, check this out. How's that? Y'all see that right there? See how it's getting a little foamy? And that's what we're looking for. That means that yeast is acting or activating through the sugar, which is feeding it, and the warm water. So I tell you what are we gonna do? Yep. We're just gonna come in and we're going to add that. Boom, just like that. Add that to our flour and our salt. I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna grab me a spoon. I'm just using a wooden spoon because it was right there. And we're just gonna combine this together to form a nice little dough, just like that. Heck yeah. All right, see how that's kind of sort of coming together right now. I tell you, I'm gonna come in here with my scraper, my dough scraper, get off my finger. And we're just gonna kind of knock that down like so, like so. And I tell you what, we're getting a little bit of bubbling over here. Again, I'm gonna turn, okay, now that's about as low as I can get it. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it right now as we begin to roll out our dough. We're gonna now, I think we're about where we need to be. See how the thing is? Yeah, I think that's perfect. There's hardly any flour down in the bottom. So, well, there's a little bit, but we'll work that in here in a second. So, you come out and we're gonna turn this on a clean, believe it or not, it is clean, a clean tabletop, just like so, just like that. Okay, I tell you what, let's see. Anything else we can use? Okay, that's good. I'm not gonna worry about it. There we are. Now we're gonna get our hands a little messy. I wouldn't say dirty, just a little messy. So we're gonna come in. Now we need to knead this for 2-3 minutes, something like that, till it comes together. And when I say kneading, so I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna form a little bit of a ball. I tell you, you know what? You're kind of in my way, so I move you to the back. So we're gonna come in and make ourselves a ball. See, it's getting a little sticky, but now I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna roll it back and then out, like so. And then turn it, roll it, and back out. Roll it and back out. And I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna grab what we've got left down here and just keep on doing this. What that's gonna do is this kind of get that gluten to kind of sort of, you know, jump around and do what it has to do to make ourselves a nice dough. But see how it's starting to get sticky? So I'm gonna come in here. Well, if we can break some of this up like so. Get my hands in there so it doesn't stick too bad, but then we're just gonna work it just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And when we get to a point to where we, you know, well, it's almost getting there now, but what you do is you push your finger in there and it bounces back. It's good to begin letting it rest, but I'm just gonna come in here just like so, work it around for another few minutes, just like so. Oh man, check that out right there. Heck yeah, I mean, that is coming together fine. It's not sticky or tacky. It is almost perfect. Let's see here, what have we got? Check this out. Come in here just like so. It springs right back. That's almost perfect. No, it is. You know what? That's perfect for me. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm going to, let's see, kind of sort of cut that in half, just like that. And now I'm gonna shape these into a couple of nice dough balls, just like so. So I'm gonna kind of sort of twist my hands around there, and I got a pan. I'm gonna come in here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of flour to the pan, not a lot, just don't want it to stick. So we're gonna come in here like that. Get you, pull this down, and we're just gonna work our way around. Voila, just like so. There we are. Now we just need to wait for about 30 minutes. Gonna let this relax from all that kneading we've done. And you know what? Then we'll be ready to spread it out, put our sauce on, our cheese, and our pepperoni, and then cook it at 500 degrees on our pizza stone in our oven. And then boom, 8 minutes or so later, we're gonna have ourselves our own homemade pizza. It's been about 35 minutes or so since we let our pizza dough rest. And look at that all of a sudden. Remember I said it was 2 hours? Well, we're still cooking that one down. Believe it or not, through the magic of video, we have some pizza sauce already prepared and ready to use. So I tell you what, let's take a look at what we got going on right here. I tell you what, I'm gonna move my towel right here. Okay, ready? Brrr, drum roll. What do we have? Oh, wow, check that out. That looks good. That looks perfect. We got two awesome little bundles of dough balls right here for us to use. I went ahead and got some mozzarella cheese and some pepperoni right there for us to use. Right here we got a little bit of cornmeal right there. That's going to kind of sort of help slide our pizza off of our little I wonder what do you call that, pizza paddle? I don't know. Anyway, that's what, pizza paddle, that's what we're going to call it. So tell you what, I'm going to take this little guy right here, you stay there, you move, and now it is time for us to begin creating our pizza. Now I like thin crust pizza, so we're going to kind of sort of pull this thing out into a nice little round circle. I'm not going to use any type of a pan. We're going to put it right here. We're going to prepare it, and then we're going to stick it in the oven, which is preheating to about 520 or so degrees. So, you know what? We're going to come in here. We're going to just kind of sort of begin moving this around. Now, I don't know if I can spin it like they do. We'll find out. Hopefully that won't turn into a blooper anywhere. So, here we go. Let's see. What can we do here? We're going to kind of just give this a little bit of a twist, like so. I don't think this is going to work out for me. So, you know what? I'm not. I got a little bit more, what do we say, practice before we can spin that thing and make it look, you know, fairly cool. But while let's see, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move and just get this pizza spread out. And we're just going to make it the best little personal 12-inch pizza we can. I guess it's 12 inches. I don't know. So anyway, let's see here. We got a little bit of a hole forming right there. So we're gonna take care of that just like that. So here we go, just like so. All right. So boom, just like that. It's like so. Now we're gonna come in. I tell you what, we're gonna come over here. Take a little bit of our cornmeal, and we're gonna spread that over our pizza paddle, I guess we'll call that. About the only thing I can think of. Looks like a paddle. So here we go. Let's come in here, get these edges just a little more formed, just like so. You know what? I think that looks pretty good for a rustic homemade pizza. Heck yeah! I'm going to come in with some of our homemade pizza sauce. You know what? I'm going to do this so we don't drip it everywhere. So come in with a nice little ladle full just like that, and then we're going to spread it around. Heck yeah, man. Wow, that looks awesome and smells delicious. Heck yeah. So come over here, get this nice and spread out just like so. Voila, just like that. Okay, man, that looks pretty daggone good as is, doesn't it? Now I'm going to come in with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, add that right on top. You know, you can, there's no right or wrong way to make your own pizza. You know, go ahead and just experiment with it. Now that's good. Now I love pepperoni. I'm going to come over here and grab me some. And let's see, what are we going to do? You know, I'm just going to go around just like so. Just like that. You know, I love a lot of pepperoni. So we'll do this, that, I don't know, what the heck. Something like this. And we'll come in and add some to the middle. 1, 2. Wow, it's almost like I planned that handful, isn't it? So I didn't, believe it or not. So anyway, I'm going to come back and I'm going to add just a little bit more cheese on top. I don't think you can have enough cheese either. And again, I'm just using mozzarella, shredded mozzarella, just like so. Like I said, the oven set at 524 degrees. And we're going in and we're going to cook it for about 8 minutes. Oh my, heads up, that is hot. Heck yeah, just like so. Oh man, that thing looks delicious. Oh, we got great little brown on the edges of our pizza. Let's see, come on, let's go. There we are. Man, that's hot. Oh wow, check that out, y'all. Wow. Yum, yum, yum. You know it's hot. That stuff is bubbling. You know, I would love to taste it for you, but I got a little bit more sense up here than that. I tell you what, though, but man, oh wow. What do we got underneath? Oh, that is perfect. That, oh, it smells unbelievable. Heck, you know what we can do? Let's see, I guess we can cut it, can't we? I don't know. Let's see. We come in here, boom, just like so. Oh, wow. Yes, sirree. Oh, man. Heck yeah, I cannot wait to let this cool down and then give it a shot. Oh, yeah, just like that. Voila. I don't know, one more right through here. Oh, wow. Yes. Bingo. There you go. Wow. Yum. Yum. How about that right there, y'all? Homemade thin crust. Yes, it's thin. Homemade thin crust pizza. We made our own pizza sauce, our own dough, obviously right there, and cooked it ourselves in the oven. I do have a pizza stone, which does help, but you can roll this out into a pizza pan, just a plain pan, metal pan, round one, and toss that in the oven. But just want to keep an eye on the crust itself so it doesn't burn. But I tell you what, man, how about that? How easy? How about that dough? That dough was simple, though. The sauce was too. We just threw everything in a pot, bring it up to a boil, mix it real well, and then simmer it for about 2 hours, let it cool down, and then boom, you're ready to go. Hey, I tell y'all what, right down there, sauce tomato sauce, homemade tomato sauce. Check that out, and you can substitute that for your tomato sauce for your own sauce. And right here, back up this way, right there. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. I tell you what, until next time, God bless, and we'll see you soon.